It's 2025 and I still haven't posted a video, and I really apologize, but I apologize to myself mostly because I wanted to make this super consistent. My goal for 2025 was to post twice a week, and I'm still gonna stick to this. I'm gonna just force myself to get out and shoot a video. And some people might think that's like a weird idea, weird concept, but I truly believe it's the work, just building that muscle, right, of making stuff all the time. To be honest, I was kind of bummed out today, and it got me thinking about videos and how you're always waiting for that perfect time to start a video, make a video, finish a video, which is huge. So I really just wanted to make a really quick vlog. This is a really cool spot. We've shot a couple little things here, made a Star Wars fan film here years ago, 2016, I believe. The cool thing about this spot that I've really noticed is the light comes in really neat at certain angles, at certain times of day, even earlier, like now. Speaking from experience, starting making videos or making anything really is absolutely the hardest thing. The number one thing is just to get started. I honestly felt like that in the last week. I struggled with what I was gonna talk about or what I was gonna shoot or anything. And it's funny to start 2025 that way, but it's just kind of the way it is. So I don't know what it is, but I kind of had this just urge to shoot a video about sort of the other side of things where you don't really hear about, I guess. Maybe you do, but you know, just kind of something real. Like I do struggle with being in an office all day, tiny little office, kind of like talking to myself, working, and now I'm just talking to myself to a camera, but talking to you guys. So at times I do get some reactions from people, and it does help. It's weird, but it does help. Wow, it's kind of sketchy here, actually, to be fair. Wow. It's really nice here, though. I actually really feel like when I go for walks like this, I feel so much better. Something about getting outside, getting those negative ions. I read about the negative ions recently, and I truly believe in it. And it's this stuff, nature. And I think it's weird because I'm also into AI. A bit contradictory that way. I dabble with AI and video and so techie, but then I love nature. And I really believe this is like my dad's side of myself, my DNA is this. It's just beautiful up here, actually. And as I shoot this, there's like a devastating fire in the LA close to where my clients work out of. They're fine right now. And I do know people indirectly or directly that are affected by the fires. Yeah, it's just terrible. But hopefully it's on the outs now. But yeah, in 2016, we shot a short Star Wars movie that I had a lot of fun with, actually, using After Effects, testing After Effects out to make cool lightsabers. I'm trying to remember where we shot most of it here. I think this was the end where we kind of run up here, but it's quite wooded in. What is that, 8 years ago? 8.5 years ago? And then we had a bit of a lightsaber fight down here somewhere. Maybe further up. It just keeps going up. It's nice. Wow, look at that. Yeah, it's around here somewhere where we shot. I think we had a shot here. It was really neat. Really neat down here. Oh, I think this is the spot. I think I was a little off. Yeah, I remember now. This is, we had a bit of a run, ran up here, but we also had a bit of a lightsaber battle down here. Whoa. Yeah, this is cool. Cool spot. Yeah, we had a bit of a fight right here. Choreographed a little cheap fight. Sound's not going to be great here, but I'll let you listen to some of this. It's beautiful. Oh, Jesus. Ow. Whew. Oh. Of course. Whew. I just absolutely bailed on this, and I snapped my cheap little tripod thing, which of course I did. It's just one of those days. Oh my God. Oh, woe is me. Oh, that's pretty funny, actually. I just feel like I just completely bailed on that. Oh, how I did that. I mean, it's a little bit sketchy there, but it's not impossible. Wow, it's just one of those days where it just I'm grateful. You know, to be able to do this on a Thursday, and it's still beautiful here. But actually landed on my hand really awkwardly, so it hurts now. But yeah, it's stop. Oh, it's really nice in here, actually. Like, see how I was telling you about the sun coming in here? Obviously, I'm just using an iPhone, so it's not perfect, but you know, get a good, nice camera in here. Yeah, so it bailed on my hand here. I don't know. Can't really see it, actually. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse, but I've completely destroyed my tripod. But I'll head back here soon. It's still really beautiful here. Look at that. Look at that lighting there. It's neat. It's super neat. I wish I had my tripod. Just walk down some shots here. I mean, not to get super deep, but to be completely honest, there's been a big spike in mental health issues with, you know, people my age and people who I actually like, you know, wouldn't necessarily say friends, but kind of acquaintances where like they really go a dark path. Just found out recently, a couple days ago, that a good acquaintance of mine, somebody I hadn't seen in a long time, or in passing, not close friends or anything, but decided that was the way to do it. Just couldn't bear it anymore. And I think stuff like this, and I'm not saying going for a walk once is gonna like change your whole life, but I just think there's a lot to be said about just taking that breather, going for a walk. And I know it helps for me for sure. You know, COVID really messed people up, and the lockdowns, and now there's a lockdown. I know here in BC, apparently there's the mask mandate came back, and I just think I don't know. It's a very hard thing to grasp. I feel like we're barely getting back to normal, if that can even be said to be normal. I don't know. Maybe pre-2020 doesn't even maybe that life is over the way things were. And again, I'm not a conspiracy guy or anything. I got vaccinated a few times, but I just don't know where that ended up putting us. Mentally, I think the mental health went way down, and yeah, I don't know. It's just real talk with you guys. 2025, man. You know, just hearing about this acquaintance of mine I went to school with. I feel like people who I went to school with, 40 plus, 40 range, and I don't know. Just I'm not saying it's just us that are feeling it. I know there are a lot of 20-somethings that feel lost and don't know where the future holds. And, I wish I had more answers, but I have very little answers. The only thing that I feel like, being a dad, like I'm a dad and a husband, and but I really, you know, I do everything for my kids, and I don't say that in again like a cheesy way, but I just they actually give me life. they give me any kind of sense of purpose. It's not easy, you know. Got to make crazy amount of money nowadays to like survive. It's surprising actually that my camera didn't die. I had landed right on the lens, but it looks like it's fine. I don't know, see the footage, I guess. Journey of 2025. There's actually a couple things I wanted to talk to you about, what I wanted to do in 2025. And one thing is I really want to make another feature film, and in the style of McManus & Sons. I go out with a few people, a few friends, and we shoot a movie over like, you know, max a week, probably more like a couple days, if not one day. And just sort of like very improv, kind of just two characters kind of like, you know, talking. Kind of like in the vein of My Dinner with Andre, the movie from the 70s or 80s, I believe it was. I think it was the 80s, early 80s. And it's just like two guys having a dinner conversation. That'd be, I don't know, I feel like that's in the cards, and I really want to do that in 2025. And I don't have an idea or anything, but if anybody out there locally wants to make this movie with me, let's do it. I really want to just do a lot of experimental stuff this year. That's what I like about AI too. It's like I can experiment with some ideas, making goofy trailers and stuff, or making a whole movie. Who knows? But I'm still stoked for 2025. This might sound like a bummer video, but it's not. I'm still positive. Try to stay positive. Our movie, McManus & Sons, I don't know if I've even really talked about it much, but McManus & Sons, I feel like is one of the most important things I've ever made, because it does deal with like mental health. And yes, of course, there's like jokes, and it's kind of lighthearted at times, but it's also very heavy at times. It's the film that I'm kind of like the most proud of that I've ever made. And it's just a really like personal movie, and it does deal with mental health. And if you feel like you're struggling that bad, I really encourage you to reach out. I have a lot of self-worth issues that I've worked through over these last 10 years. You know, you do got to believe that you have value, and you do deserve to be here. Here's a few hours later, I still have a broken tripod, so I'm just selfieing this. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of finalize some thoughts on this video, even though how rambly it is. Hard to believe, this is probably the most rambly video I've made. Obviously the sun's going down, a little more moody, but I just wanted to, finish up saying, like, you know, doing art in any kind of way, creative, can get quite lonely, especially as I'm an editor, kind of stay at home. I work with people online basically, and it can get lonely. So if you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask people you know to hang out or whatever. I wanted to make a quick shout out all the contributors to my vlog, the video, my channels, who comment regularly. I just think it's super cool, and it's actually honestly like really helps me out. And even especially on days like this where I just originally just was not into it, feeling a lot better now. But definitely when it's you kind of hit those walls, almost like a little bit of a burnout, I would say. Sometimes the comments actually do make your day. I know you're not supposed to kind of like care about like positive or even negative comments, but they do help, especially the good ones. Sometimes you just feel like your thoughts aren't going anywhere, and when people comment, it makes you feel good. I don't know. It's can be a slippery slope though. Huge shout out to Benon from Gives a Minute. He's been a regular commenter since 2016, I believe, on this channel. Yeah, so I've known Benon for a good 8 or 9 years now. And great guy. His channel's really cool. Talks about his life. He just documents his life, and growing a pretty big following actually. So yeah, shout out to Gives a Minute, Benon. Also like to shout out my buddy Thomas Coyne. I don't know if I say that right, but he is working on a sci-fi feature right now, and finishing up, I believe. So check out his channel. Really cool guy. I have to mention Bitcoin Not Crypto, my buddy Forrest. I've been following him for a long time, and he's had a bunch of multiple channels. He's starting to really get this whole YouTube thing down. It's really impressive to see. I gotta rack his brain. He does super simple videos on his, and I'm not saying simple like high value but simple videos for his Bitcoin channel. He had a van life channel that he still does, different media. He's got a bunch of channels now, so quite inspiring. I was on his podcast years ago. It was around the time we released The Wrong People in 2017. I can't forget John Shelton, my boy, Johnny Shelton. Check out his channel. Does a lot of vlogging. He's been doing this stuff for a long time. Really cool guy over in the UK. Very hard on myself if I didn't mention Perry, my buddy from high school, Perry Johnson. Really cool guy. Just a huge follower of what I've been doing, and I really appreciate his support over the years. He's a great guy. I miss hanging out with Perry a lot. He's down island now, so we don't get to hang out a lot, which I think is pretty sad, actually. Gonna make it a thing maybe this year where to really start to hang out with people that I want to hang out with. I gotta mention Roadhouse Casting. I helped him out doing a foreign to me at least, language audio cleanup. I did an audio cleanup for him just for a test, and he loved it, and he actually helped him finish his feature. And yeah, so huge shout out to him. Late Night 99, I gotta mention Late Night 99. Makes movies, just makes a ton of stuff. I think they're out of Australia. I really appreciate your support over, especially this last year. Also, can't forget Jeff Carpenter, good buddy of mine. Actually, he was in The Wrong People, and I just really appreciate your support over the years. He made a really cool short a few years ago now, actually quite a while ago, called Adrift, probably like 8 years ago, and he's got to make more stuff. Right, Jeff? Talking to you. Yeah, cool guy, really cool guy. Been bugging him because I wanted to see more of it, but he made shorts with his brothers on like 8mm film back in like the late 70s. Really cool shorts. Chris Nasland, Joe Carter, Jason Toney, all from like my editing clients, kind of came over, and I guess I entertained them enough to follow me. I really appreciate you guys following me from my other stuff. I've got to mention Todd Jones, Zach Tanner, both from Nanaimo area, filmmakers, people I know personally. Todd's like a legend, always inspired me, just keep making stuff. Got to mention Adrian Charlie from way back in the day. Right here, we used to play soccer, basketball, and stuff like this on this school, my old school. Didn't really even know, but he was really into making videos and stuff back in the day when he was a kid, when we were making videos and we just didn't connect, which is like so bizarre. But maybe one day we'll get together and collaborate on something. That'd be super cool, actually. We got to shout out Callie, who was in my most recent short, co-produced a 1-minute short, stirred up some controversy earlier this year, well, actually late 2024. It was really fun to do. Got to mention Peter Castillo Creative. He's a great VFX filmmaker guy from Tanzania. Good buddy of mine. Been following his stuff for quite a while. Can't wait to see what he does this year. He just keeps upping his game, and it's great. Can't believe I almost forgot my boy Alec from Uncle Mickey Productions. He's a great filmmaker, editor. I've seen a bunch of his features. They're still trying to get distribution on some of them, and he's still finishing up another. He's just constantly making stuff. Super talented, and just hope the best for him in the next year. He's actually in LA area, so I hope he's all good. I actually messaged him earlier today, and he said he was good right now, so that's good. Good to know, but a lot of his friends had to evacuate and even lost homes, I believe, so that sucks. So hopefully the rest of the year is a lot better off for him and his friends. But yeah, check him out, Uncle Mickey Productions. Great guys. I was gonna round out my completely random 2025 start off video, so I hope you enjoy it, and just stay creative, and see you next time.